thanks ever so much, John. We should get that project off the ground. It was great. It's so wonderful to come here and see so many friends that I've known since back in the 60s and 70s, and I think it's a credit to all of you that you managed to get here without your carers. I think it's quite fantastic. Really, really good. When I found out I'd won this, I was really I was trying to think of so many people, because Prog went through this terrible phase of, it was really the dregs. Nobody wanted to talk about it and do it. And I was talking to my wife, and I said, if this award had been given 15 years ago, this would have been the equivalent of Deep Throat getting an Oscar, which was pretty hard to swallow. It's just quite, when you think, no. It's also interesting how things have changed. I mean, I can remember back in the 70s why we all used to sneak off to the toilet. Keith Emerson and I went in for a shit. It was brilliant. We were actually in cubicles. And this is absolutely true. You got locked in, didn't you? We had to try and break him out of the bug. It was absolutely brilliant. It is fantastic, and I'm chuffed to old boots. I would like to say that it's so what a fantastic venue to hold this event. It's really, and I go to a few different things, and food was amazing. I went and thanked the chefs, Neil and Roger. That's not their names; it's what they were doing, and it's I cannot tell you how chuffed. I mean, when Jerry told me that I'd got it, so I really was Johnny, and I couldn't help think of so many wonderful musicians who are really worthy of this, and I thought, Sodom, I'll have it. This is brilliant. I am so chuffed, and it's so lovely to see so many of my friends, and long may the music continue, and thanks to all of the young bands that are coming through. Well, all that Prog is the freedom in your heart and freedom in your mind, and which is what good record companies like Eagle Rock and so many of the others actually let musicians do. I've got a great friend. On a serious note, it came as I had lunch with James Herbert, the author of The Rats and Haunted and all those books. This was back in the 80s, and we were having lunch, and he said, "Where are you off to?" And I was off to see somebody at a record company, and he said, "How are things?" I said, "It's a nightmare." I said, "Yes, I think there's record companies, they're trying to, they want 3.5-minute singles, they want this, and it's got to be this, that for the radio play." And he said, "They really tell you all those things to do?" I said, "Yeah." He said, if I went to see my publisher, and my publisher said, "Really looking forward to your new book, James. Well, by the way, if you could get a bit of racism in, that's pretty hot at the moment, and a boat sinking in chapter 2, and a bit of a plane crash and some royalty." He said, "I say, who's writing this book, you or me? Your job is to sell it, my job's to make it." And it's a credit that there are still some good labels and people around and management who believe in the musicians to let them have the freedom to say what they do. And I tell you that. I can't say enough, Joe, and to everybody. This means the world to me. God bless you. Thank you very much indeed.